Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you a few apps that I like to use on my free time while learning Korean. I know a lot of us may not have time to sit down for an hour or more to study Korean, so this is a good way to be consistent and still learn something new each day. So let's get started, shall we? So today I have a few apps to show you. I think I have about 7, and they are all free, so it wouldn't hurt to give them a try. And here are the name of all the apps if you'd like to test them out for yourself. I will also leave them linked in the description. So the first app we are going to be starting with today is called Write Korean, and it is exactly that. We are going to be writing in Korean. The letters are divided into lessons, and it gets harder as you move on. I really like this because you're able to practice as many times as you want, and then you can test your skills before you move on. It also teaches you the proper writing stroke, so you know that you are writing it correctly.
니은 니은 누
Okay, a little self-promotion here, but if you find you are having trouble with learning Hangul, be sure to check out my series here on YouTube. I will leave it linked in the description. I have also created a digital workbook that reinforces what we learned, and it'll leave you a master in Hangul in no time. So this free app, along with my services, you will be able to read and write easily. So check it out. I will leave a link in the description. Enough of the self-promotion. Let's move on. So the next app I am going to be introducing to you is called Scripts. It is by the company that made the app Drops. It is an awesome app, and this is also a great app. This app is similar to the one I just showed you, Write Hangul. You know, it just depends on your preference. Maybe you'll choose one or the other or do both, but it'll teach you the stroke order and it'll give you correct pronunciation so you can practice. Write in Korean was divided into lessons and different levels, but this app is just divided by consonants, and then the next one is vowels. So maybe you can give them both a shot, see which one you like more. This one is prettier, in my opinion. So the next app I'm going to show you is called Infinite Korean, and this one is more game-like. It's really fun to do on like your free time. It is divided by different lessons and different levels. So what you do is listen to what it says and then pick the correct answer, or read the Korean writing and pick the correct answer. It gets faster the harder it gets, and it's really fun.
둘 하나
And as you go, you are able to unlock different topics. The first one's numbers, and this one is animals, which is pretty cool. And this app is just fun to do, maybe on your commute or using the bathroom, TMI, but give it a try. The next app I am going to introduce you to is called 90 Day Korean. I know 90 Day Korean has a paid program, but this is a free app that's more supplemental, and it has a bunch of answers to the questions you may have. So the one I'm going to show you right now is called How to Say Goodbye in Korean. So you would watch this video telling you in depth how to say goodbye, and it'll give you proper pronunciation as well.
I'll say it 3 times. 안녕히 가세요.
And then after the video, if you want, you will be able to read an article that goes more in depth, and it'll just reassure what you just learned. The next app I'm going to show you is called Eggbun. I'm sure many of you know it, but it deserved a mention for those who don't know what it is. So basically, it's like you're chatting with someone. It's a robot, so don't worry, you're not talking to anyone, but it's in a text format. So you'd pick the topic you want, and then you would chat. So this one I picked, I'm basically translating. So Lenny would give me English, and then I would translate it in Korean. I'd pick the correct answer. So this is just a really light, fun way to get my brain churning and maybe learn something new if I don't know it already. The next app I am going to show you isn't that fun, but it's necessary. It's called Smart Cards Plus, and I like it because it uses spaced repetition. It is similar to Anki, but Anki on mobile for some reason is $24 and this one is free, so I like this one. But one flaw I have about this one is you can see I'm typing it correctly, but because I didn't put a capital P, it made it wrong. So you just have to make sure you have your capitalizations correct or whatever. So that one thing is annoying, but I have to make sure I put everything in uppercase. Okay, finally, the last app I am going to show you is one I just found out about last week. Someone commented it that I should try it out. It's called Teuida, I don't know, but it is in different levels, different topics, and you can have sort of a conversation, in quotes, conversation with someone. I think these are like famous Korean actors and singers. So they would talk to you in Korean and then you would reply.
우와, 저 팬이랑 이렇게 만난 거 처음이에요. 너무 떨린다. 혹시 이름이 뭐예요?
Now you can't just reply anything, they give you an answer, but it'll teach you what to say in those situations and work on your pronunciation. So I really like this app, it's pretty cool. I think this one's my favorite that I've shown you today, so I definitely suggest you give this one a try. And if there was anything you were confused about while talking, they have these little mini lessons at the end that go much more in depth and give you explanations on what you just talked about.
Korean friends may be very curious to know where you're from. 저는 미국 사람이에요 means I am American.
I think this little feature is a major plus when using this app, and I really appreciate it. So thank you to the creators who made this app. I will be using it often. And that is all I have for you today. If you have any other recommendations, please leave them down below and maybe I'll make another video. So that is it. Check out my last video if you missed it, subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you next week.